Before you ask, I have heard about the Deadpool 3 news. It's not that that isn't hype, that is super hype. But today, we need to focus on the present. That's not coming out until 2024. What's going on, guys? Jack Small, both Animation Station and Cynical Stain 77, whichever one you're watching this on. And today, I'm going to be giving you guys the official schedule for the rest of the year. October, November, and December. And then I'll let you guys know about 2023 at a later date. But I'm telling you right now, there will be no themes in January. Okay? No themes in January. That is the month that I recharge, take a break, and just review any stuff that comes out at that time. Mainly the crappy horror movies we usually get every year. So, I am ready to get this started. Also, to those watching on Animation Station, you are still going to be getting the Cynical Stain 77 schedule. And if you're on Cynical Stain 77, well, vice versa. So let's go ahead and do this. So, starting with the Animation Station, at first I thought I couldn't do one this year. I pretty much knocked out all the other stuff in the first Halloween X. Well, I have not. There's one I have yet to tackle. The most well-known thing that comes to mind whenever you think of animated Halloween special, Treehouse of Horror. We're going to be talking about all 32 of them, yes, including the new one. So, I'm going to tell you guys the schedule, day by day, and then we're going to flip over to Cynical Stain 77, and I'm going to do the same thing. I should not have to worry about this cutting me out on a time limit for storage, because this usually takes half the amount of storage it does to make just another video, which is why I'm doing it in this format. So, also whenever it's like a movie or something that's actually, like an actual movie or something like that, there will be a picture or something on either side of the screen. So let's stop messing around and get started, shall we? Starting with October 1st and October 2nd, that's going to be Hocus Pocus 1 and 2. I know it's not animated, but it's a family film, and I reviewed Sonic on this channel, so Sonic movie was not technically animated, so screw it. I'm bending my own rules, because it would just feel kind of out of place on Cynical Stain 77, just saying. You can agree with me, you can disagree with me, that's just my thoughts on the matter. And then, on October 3rd, we will have Treehouse of Horror 3, and my review of Rob Zombie's The Munsters. I'm going to watch 5 or 6 episodes of the show beforehand to try and get a general basis of what the show is like. I've never seen it before, so it should be very fun. Then, October 4th, Treehouse of Horror 4, and you're going to be getting my review, my first impressions of Overwatch 2. I'm going to be doing that as a Twitch stream, and then I will upload it to this channel after the stream is complete. The stream will not be longer than half an hour. Just saying right now. Will not be longer than half an hour, at the very most. Then, October 5th, you're going to be getting Treehouse of Horror 5, and my review of one of my favorite games growing up as a kid, Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. Seriously, love that game. It's going to be so much fun doing that review. And it's going to lead right into October 6th, which is going to be Treehouse of Horror 6, and my review of Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo, the new Scooby-Doo movie that's going to be starting the new Guess Who era of Scooby-Doo, because Straight Out of Nowhere was the final Mystery Incorporated Scooby-Doo movie. So, that should be fun. Really hoping it's not bad. Then, on October 7th through the 9th, that's going to be just Treehouse of Horror, so it's going to be 7, 8, and 9, no double uploads that day. On either of those days, my apologies. Then, on October 10th, I'm going to be reviewing Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge, another Xbox game, along with Treehouse of Horror 10. Then October 11th will be Treehouse of Horror 11 and my review of Nightmare Before Christmas. Then October 12th and 13th, once again, just Treehouse of Horror 12 and 13. Then October 14th, I'm going to be taking a look at the second of the Henry Selick stop motion movies, Coraline, as well as Treehouse of Horror 14. And you may be wondering, well, why are you reviewing all these Henry Selick stop motion movies? Don't worry, it'll make more sense once I get to it. Then, once again, 15, 16, just Treehouse of Horror. Then October 17th is a bonus review of one of my personal Halloween traditions to watch every year, Paranorman, a stop-motion film by Laika from 2012. Seriously, it's an awesome film. I can't wait to discuss it, along with Treehouse of Horror 17. Then we have Treehouse of Horror 18 and 19th on the 18th and the 19th, respectively. Then we have Treehouse of Horror 20 on the 20th, along with my review of another Xbox game, Batman Vengeance, based on the Adventures of Batman and Robin, something like that. Whatever that fourth season of Batman, the animated series, was called. But that should be fun. I actually got that game very recently, so that's going to be a fun one to dive into. Then, October 21st is going to be the whole reason why I'm reviewing both Nightmare and Coraline, because Henry Selick has a new stop-motion movie coming out on Netflix called Wendell and Wild, with executive producer Jordan Peele, the guy behind Get Out, Us, Nope, the Twilight Zone revival, and was a producer on Candyman 2021, the requel. So that should be very, very fun, as well as Treehouse of Horror 21. Then Treehouse of Horror 22 and 23 on the 22nd and the 23rd, respectively. Then the 24th of October will be Treehouse of Horror 24, and my review of a Scooby-Doo movie I actually haven't watched yet. Well, I have watched it, but I haven't reviewed it yet outside of one tier list. And that's going to be Scooby-Doo 2002, the live-action remake that gave us Matthew Lillard as Shaggy in Mystery Incorporated. So, that should be a very fun one. That is a childhood classic movie, along with Hocus Pocus. Then, the 25th will just be Treehouse of Horror 25. Then the 26th will be Monsters Unleashed, Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, and Treehouse of Horror 26. Then Treehouse of Horror 27 on the 27th, and then on the 28th, you're going to be getting 5 Treehouse of Horror episodes in one review, because that's going to be the big finale. We're going to be taking a look at Treehouse of Horror 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. So that's the plan for that. Then October 29th, you're going to be getting another plushie skit, because it's the Sonic and Goku Halloween special. Should be a very, very fun one. I'm going to do my best to try and make it super funny, super light, and just something super light and fun. Then October 30th is my real Halloween special for the year, and that's going to be me and my friend Shira. It's a review of Sonic Unleashed. This is going to be a big one, guys. I have been super excited to do it. I'm going to actually record it with her on the 1st of October, but you're not going to see it until the 30th. No sooner than that. And if you guys want that same day, I will also give a reaction and or review of the Knights of the Werehog short that came with Sonic Unleashed. So, if you want me to, if there's demand for it, I will do it. Then, October 31st, Halloween. I promised you this to you guys last year when I did Halloween X1, when I ended that month with talking about Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Well, my Halloween gift to you guys is I'm going to torture myself and give a full rant/review of Scooby-Doo Return to Zombie Island. Don't be surprised that one has an age restriction, considering it's my second worst movie of all time, in my opinion. But that's going to do it for the Treehouse of Horror-thon, Halloween X Chapter 2, whatever you want to call it. Might be the last Halloween X, because I don't really have any more Halloween-related animation I haven't already tackled in that first big Halloween X. So if there is one that I'm missing that you guys want me to discuss next year, please let me know in the comments. Okay, flipping over to Cynical Saiyan 77, which will be on the right here. On this side, you will see the Cynical Saiyan 77 announcements. So, we're going to start by knocking out the big three, but before we do that, we're going to do a tier list of the Universal Monster films. My bread and butter, it's what got me into horror after watching Scooby-Doo a lot as a kid. That's going to be fun. I'm also going to throw in some of the remakes to try and spice it up a bit. I'm also going to try to review one of the new horror films coming out in October called Final Summer. I don't know much about it. I just looked up horror movies that are actually coming out in October, and that's what came up. So that's why you're going to be getting that review. Then we're going to start by knocking out Halloween, because, you know, the big new one's coming out. We got to talk about it. So, because of that, we will have Halloween 1978 on October the 2nd. That's going to be my review of the original Halloween. And I'm also going to be throwing in a bonus review for you guys of Season 1 of the Chucky TV series, because as you guys know, Season 2 is coming, and I more than fully plan to do full episode reviews / reactions. Yes, I'm going to do that cliche YouTube thing. Haven't done it before. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. Should be fun. Then, October 3rd, you're going to be getting my review of Halloween 2, 1981. Then October the 4th is Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Then October 5th is Halloween 4 Return of Michael Myers and my review of the first Terrifier, because, you know, new one. Then October 6th is probably going to be the most packed of the entire month, just saying, in terms of uploads. You're going to be getting 3 uploads that day. You're going to be getting my review of Halloween 5 Revenge of Michael Myers, my review of Terrifier 2, and my full reaction / review of the very first episode of Chucky Season 2. I don't know how many episodes are going to be in the season. The last season, I believe, was 8 episodes, so I'm assuming this one will probably either be the same or more, but either way, I'll be able to react to at least the first 4 to you guys on that channel, so stay tuned for that. Then, on October the 6th, will be Curse of Michael Myers, Halloween 6, and then we're going to jump over to streaming on Hulu to talk about the new Hellraiser. I'm not looking at that whole franchise right now. Just no. I like the first 4 movies, but after that, it just goes right down the toilet. So, I will put myself through that torture next 31 Days of Horror, next October in 2023. But my review of it is going to be out that day for this new one. Then, that brings us to Halloween H2O on October the 8th, as well as a quick review of Grand Theft Auto 3. I know it's not horror related specifically, but I mean, you can kill police and citizens and run them over with tanks. I mean, come on. Excuse me. Like, seriously, you can literally run people over with tanks and cause mayhem. I think that counts enough as horror. Fight me. Fight me, fight me, fight me, if you want to disagree. Then, on October the 9th, will be Halloween Resurrection. Yeah, a lot of F-bombs are going to be thrown in that review, just a heads up. And my review of the only other Grand Theft Auto I currently have, which is Vice City. And no, I'm not talking about that Definitive Edition garbage. Just, no, screw that. Screw that piece of crap. I'm not spending my money on that. Then, on October the 10th and the 11th, it's going to be my review of Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2, as well as a obscure little Xbox series you guys may have forgotten about called Blood Rain. I just got the first game last year. I haven't played it yet, but I have grown up playing Blood Rain 2. Not literally when I was a kid or anything, I'm not that dumb. I meant like as a teenager, as I was starting to get into horror, I had that game. So, a little bit of nostalgia in that one, and then Blood Rain 1, I'm going in completely blind. So, that's how that's going to go. Then, on October the 12th, will be my review of both the Blood Rain movie. That's not going to be a fun review. And Halloween 2018. Then, October the 13th is going to be my review of Halloween Kills, the movie that came out last year, and my reaction/review of Chucky Season 2, Episode 2. Then, on October the 14th, this is the big one, guys. Day 1 review of Halloween Ends. Hoping and praying it's not bad. And then I'm also going to review a little new horror film called Piggy. I don't know nothing about it. Again, I just looked it up on a list. Should be fun. And if it's bad, I can just have fun ripping it to shreds. We'll see. Then we're going to jump into our next big franchise on October the 15th, and that's going to be Friday the 13th. Starting with Friday the 13th 1, as well as a bonus review of Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher Bay. Yes, I know it's technically not horror, but screw it. The first Riddick was a horror film, and so was the last one. The second one was a weird action hodgepodge thingy that I still like, but not good. Then, you're going to be getting my review of Friday the 13th Part 2 and the sequel to Escape from Butcher Bay called Assault on Dark Athena. Now, I know in that one it has the remaster of Escape from Butcher Bay, but I'm going to include my notes on that in the Butcher Bay review so it doesn't get mixed up. So that's what you have to look forward to on October the 16th. October the 17th, you have my review of Friday the 13th Part 3, Part 3 in 3D, or Part 3D, as everyone else likes to call it, and my tier list of the Mortal Kombat games, because, come on, we gotta have Mortal Kombat in here somewhere. Then, it's just going to be Friday reviews on the 18th and the 19th, with Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, Parts 4 and 5, respectively. Then, on October the 20th, is Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Fan favorite. That one's going to be a very fun review. And my reaction review of Chucky Season 2, Episode 3. Because I assume they're all going to keep airing the same day each week until they conclude the season. Then, on October the 21st, you're going to be getting another triple upload. My review of Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. A new horror movie called Slayers. And I'm not sure if it's horror or not, but I'm just going to go ahead and review it anyway, and that is Black Adam. That's when that comes out. So I'm going to try to get a day 1 review out for you guys, and we're going to see how that goes. Then, we're back to just Friday films for the 22nd and 23rd with Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, also known as Jason Takes a Boat, because it's just false advertising. And Jason Goes to Hell, the Final Friday, or Friday the 13th Part 9, whatever you want to call the thing. That's a weird one. Then, on October the 24th, will be Jason X, and my review of the first Gears of War. Then, October the 25th, will be Freddy vs. Jason, and Gears of War 2. Then, October the 26th, will be my review of Friday the 13th, the 2009 remake that I personally think is very underrated. And a little known horror game on Xbox called Obscure. That one should be very, very interesting. Then, October the 27th, you're going to start getting double reviews each day because we're going to be talking about Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'm going to squeeze it in there by doing 2 movies a day. And since I'm already knocking out Freddy vs. Jason while doing the Friday movies, I don't have to talk about it twice. I'm not doing a kill count after all. I don't need to do that. So, with that in mind, October the 27th will be Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 2, and the final Chucky episode review of the marathon, which will be Season 2, Episode 4. Then we're just going to knock out all the Elm Street movies with Nightmare 3 and 4 on the 28th, Nightmare 5 and Final Nightmare on the 29th, and then the 30th will be New Nightmare and Nightmare on Elm Street, the garbage 2010 remake. Then on the 31st, you're going to be getting a triple upload. I forgot to write this down the schedule, so I'm just throwing it in here right now. You're going to be getting my review of a horror movie cult classic for gorehounds known as Brain Dead. This is the movie that got Peter Jackson to do Lord of the Rings. Like, I kid you not, this was his first ever movie. And because of this movie, he got to do that whole series. So, that should be a very interesting one. But, if you're squeamish, definitely set that one out. It is one of the bloodiest, goriest horror films ever made. That should be a very fun one. Then October the 31st, I'm going to be taking a look at another obscure Xbox game I've gotten my hands on lately, and that is a game called Dark Watch, made by High Moon Studios, the guys behind the Deadpool game from 2016? It was either 2016, 2017, somewhere around there. As well as published by Capcom. Yes, that Capcom. And then I'm going to crowbar it in here. You're going to be getting a double game review for Halloween, as I'm also going to be looking at Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Another one I have a lot of nostalgia for, because I played it a lot as a teenager. And that's going to wrap for the October schedule. But we're not done with this video yet. We still got 2 more months to go. So let's go ahead and flip the page to November. November doesn't really have a theme for either channel. It's just random uploads, mostly. But I do have a little Thanksgiving binge-a-thon on both channels. So, should be fun. Let's discuss. So, the first upload of that, I'm going to start with the Animation Station. The first scheduled upload is going to be on November the 8th. That's going to be my first stream of Sonic Frontiers. I'm going to be doing 10 streams of that game. At the very least. At least 10. If I have to put in more, I have space, because the 2 days I have unfulfilled here, I should be able to fit it in there. So that means November 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th will be straight Sonic Frontier streams. Nothing more. Then October... Why do I keep saying October? I'm stupid. Then November the 20th is going to be my review of Sonic Frontiers, the full game. I want to 100% it before I even dare review it. Then comes the little 4-movie Thanksgiving binge-a-thon I have here, which is November 21st. Will be Charlie Brown Christmas. Come on, you can't do a holiday review without Charlie Brown. Classic animation. November 22nd will be Ratatouille. The one Pixar film I've actually never seen, so that should be a very, very interesting one. Then November 23rd will be a Looney Tunes Thanksgiving. That's going to be a review of that whole compilation of Looney Tunes cartoons. And then my Thanksgiving gift to you guys on November the 24th, and the last upload of that month that's scheduled for November on Animation Station, is a throwback nostalgia review of Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. It's a great movie, guys. That's going to be a really fun review. But that's going to do it for November. Pretty short and sweet and to the point. So let's go ahead and jump over to Cynical Saiyan 77. Cynical Saiyan 77 is also not going to be a super packed month, but I do have a good bit of stuff here to talk to you guys about. Starting with the Chucky Season 2 Episode 5 reaction and review on November the 3rd. And then no planned uploads. Again, that can change if I find something to put in those slots. If I don't, you know what, it's okay. Then November the 10th will be the next upload, which will be Chucky Season 2, Episode 6. And then the 11th all the way down to the 24th of November is going to be the Thanksgiving binge-a-thon I have for Cinema Sane 77, or the Thanksgiving Slay-a-thon, I might call it. We'll see. And those movies will be The Oath on November 11th, Chrissy on November 12th, Thanksgiving 1 and 3 on the 13th and 14th, Thanksgiving, that's thanks with an X, on the 15th, Poultrygeist Night of the Chicken Dead on November 16th. That should be a funny review. Chucky Season 2 Episode 7 will be taking up the 17th of November slot. Then November 18th will be Seance. November 19th will be Alien Abduction Incident in Lake County. November the 20th and the 21st, I will be looking at the first Addams Family movie from 1991 and the Addams Family movie sequel, Addams Family Values. I decided to do both of them back to back because I forgot to even put that one in there. So I'm going to do Addams Family, and I'm going to review the actual Thanksgiving movie, Addams Family Values. So that's going to be that. Then November 22nd will be Home Sweet Home. Then November 23rd will be Blood Freak. And then finishing it off on Thanksgiving on November the 24th will be Chucky Season 2 Episode 8 Reaction and Review. And a review of a fun little cult slasher called Blood Rage. For those of you that have seen the Dead Meat Kill Count, you already know why I'm excited for that review. That is a very fun slasher. Then we come to the next actual packed month for both channels, starting with Animation Station with Sonic Sember. I don't actually have it written down here, but each day from the 1st to the 25th, I'm going to be giving you guys an action figure review from the Jack-specific Sonic the Hedgehog Advent Calendar. I'm going to do a review of whatever I open out of that calendar each day. So that should be really fun. That's going to be some nice, easy content. And then this is the month I'm going to tackle all the Sonic games I can actually play. So that's going to be Sonic 1 on the Master System on the 1st of December. Then December 2nd will be Sonic 2 on the Master System. Then December the 3rd will be Sonic Spinball. December 4th is Sonic Chaos. The 5th is Sonic and Knuckles. 6th is Triple Trouble. 7th is Knuckles Chaotix. 8th is Sonic Labyrinth. 9 is Sonic Drift. 10th is Sonic Drift 2. And a bonus video showing you guys my 2022 holiday wish list. Just a heads up, it's all Sonic themed. Literally all of it. Then, on the 11th, will be Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I'm going to review both versions of that game on that day. Both the Game Gear and the Genesis version. Then, on the 12th, will be Sonic Blast. Don't get it confused with Sonic 3D Blast. Then, the 13th, I'm going to switch this out real quick. I don't usually make last-minute changes like this, but I need to do this. Where did I put my pencil? There it is. Because I forgot one. Yeah, real Sonic fan I am. I've completely forgot a game. On the 13th, you're going to be getting my review of Sonic 3D Blast. I can't believe I forgot to put it on the list. There we go. Problem fixed. Then the 14th will be Sonic Advanced. Then the 15th will be Sonic Advance 2. And special bonus, I'm going to do TV review channels on Animation Station as well of Sonic Prime. I know they're dropping all 8 episodes at once, but I'm going to do it episodically. More content that way. And I don't have to worry about trying to squeeze everything into one video. That would just be blasphemous. Hopefully I can avoid the spoilers, but we'll have to wait and see. Because sometimes the internet just never shuts up when it needs to. So, that's going to start the double reviews of Sonic Advance 2 and Sonic Prime Season 1 Episode 1 on the 15th. Then on the 16th, my review of Sonic Dash, the mobile game, and Sonic Prime Episode 2. Then the 17th will be Sonic Dash 2, Sonic Boom, and Sonic Prime Episode 3. Then the 18th will be Sonic Forces Speed Battle and Sonic Prime Episode 4. The 19th will be Sonic Speed Simulator on Roblox and Sonic Prime Episode 5. Then the 20th will be Sonic Mania and Sonic Prime Episode 6. Then the 21st will just be Sonic Prime with Episode 7. And then the 22nd will be Sonic Colors Ultimate and Sonic Prime Episode 8. That should finish Season 1. Then it'll be Season 4 Episode 2, Sonic 4 Episode 2, on the 24th on Christmas Eve. And then the 25th, I would do my top 10 Jack-specific Sonic toys. And then the 26th will be the top 10 worst Sonic games, because I forgot to do it in Sonic Month. That's a late whoops on my part. Then the 27th will be top 31 reasons why Frontiers is awesome. I mean, come on, guys. I may not have played it yet, but I can just tell that game's going to be awesome no matter what this big-headed critics say. Then moving on to that. Oh, no, that's going to finish the month. Okay, that's going to finish Sonic Summer. And then for Cynical Satan 77, I'm going to call it Seasons and Slashings, because I'm going to look at some bona fide Christmas classics and throw in some horror for some good measure. And we're going to start by tackling the Silent Night, Deadly Night series. So, December 1st will be Silent Night, Deadly Night. The 2nd is Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. Then Silent Night, I can't talk today. December 3rd, Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, Better Watch Out. One of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life, just adds up. Then the 4th is Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, Initiation. Then the 5th is Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toymaker. Then the 6th will be Silent Night, the 2012 remake. That's going to finish off that series. And then we're going to dive into Home Alone. Just knocking it out right away. So I don't get complaints in the comments of skipping it. So, the 7th will be Home Alone. 8th will be Home Alone 2. 9th will be Home Alone 3. 10th will be Home Alone 4, Taking Back the House. The 11th will be Home Alone Holiday Heist. And then it finishes off on the 12th with Home Sweet Home Alone. I was hoping not to cover that film again, but you know what? Content is content. And I'm sure you guys will enjoy seeing me rage. Then we're going to get to another horror trilogy with Black Christmas. Bonafide. Well, the first one's a bonafide classic. That's going to be December the 13th. Then the 14th, we'll take a look at the crappy remake. And then the 15th, we'll take a look at the god-awful reboot. Just dropping lots of coal on those days. Then it'll be a quick little doubleheader of Miracle on 34th Street and the Miracle on 34th Street remake on 16th and 17th of December, respectively. And then I know I'm going to hate myself for this, but I'm going to cover the Ginger Dead Man series, starting on the 18th with Ginger Dead Man 1, 19th with Ginger Dead Man 2, Passion of the Crust. These titles are so weird. The 20th will be Ginger Dead Man 3, Saturday Night Cleaver. And then it'll mercifully end at only 4 on the 21st with Ginger Dead Man vs. Evil Bong. And I'm not reviewing the Evil Bong movies anytime soon. Just no. Ginger Dead Man and Basket Case is all I'm going to review from Full Moon. Sorry. I know that company's reputation, and I know the garbage they pump out. Then we're going to get another quick doubleheader with the Bonafide classic A Christmas Story, which I'm going to be watching for the very first time on that day. So that should be really exciting. It's going to be a first-time viewing for me, after hearing so many people praise it over the years. And then we're going to take a sharp dive off a cliff for the 23rd for Christmas Story 2. We all know that sequel sucks. I haven't seen it, but I just know it sucks from its pure reputation. And the fact no one talks about it. Then we will finish off Seasons and Slayings with Gremlins. Starting with December 24th with the first Gremlins. First time watch. And also for first time watch. Closing out the month on the 25th of December will be Gremlins 2 The New Batch. But don't go anywhere. We're not done yet. Because we also have year-end list season as soon as all that's done. So, the 26th of December will be my top 20 best movies of 2022. Then the 27th will be my top 20 worst movies of 2022. Then the 28th will be the top 10 best and top 5 worst horror movies of 2022. Seriously, horror has been so good this year for 2022. It's been so good, seriously. It's amazing. Then the 29th of December will be my top 10 best and worst games of 2022. Then December 30th, top 10 best and worst albums of 2022. And then it finishes off on New Year's with the top 10 best and worst hit songs of 2022. I'm also going to crowbar this in here because I forgot to write it down. December 2nd will also be Callisto Protocol. I'm going to try to get my hands on the game. If I can't, then I'll just cancel the review. Plain and simple. Alrighty. That is the rest of the year plans for both channels. Please subscribe to both so you don't miss either one. And thank you to the Animation Station subs for over 500 subs. Seriously, that still blows my mind we have gotten that far. Also, thank you to the over 20 subs on Cynical Saiyan, even though some of it's not always for the good reasons. But, seriously, thank you guys for checking out both. And if you haven't subscribed to one or the other yet, I will leave links to both in the description for the adjacent channel. For the example, if you're watching this on Animation Station, I will put the link to the Cynical Saiyan 77 channel in the description. And then if you're watching Cynical Saiyan 77, again, vice versa. So, that's going to do it for this video. Very long, very drawn out, I know. But I had to get it out of the way. So, that is the official schedules for the rest of 2022. And before you guys ask, well, what are you going to do in January? January is going to be the month where I take a break. I will review anything that comes out in January in terms of movies, but nothing more than that. I'm not going all full crazy because January is usually the month where I relax. And also take a look at the garbage freaking horror films that get pumped out every year in January. Except for Scream 5. That one actually works. So, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to both channels if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you guys on October the 1st, where we will begin the schedules. We will begin on Animation Station with Hocus Pocus and Treehouse Horror 1. And if you're watching on Cynical Saiyan 77, you will have my review of Final Summer and a massive tier list of all the Universal Monster films. So, that's what you guys had to look forward to. Until then, please do not expect any more uploads on this channel until then. Okay? So, thank you guys for watching on both channels. This is Jack Small of Animation Station and Cynical Saiyan 77 signing out. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.